Here we are at Trondheim BJJ. Alright, here we are in Trondheim, Norway, and I want to give you a little glimpse of the instructor training that we do here. We've got 5 instructors, with the head instructor, Per Christian. Take a look at Per so that you know who he is. He's the head honcho here. And so there were some questions that the instructors had earlier about certain guard passes that they've seen or that they've seen in their students, and so I'd like to address some of these. Let's take a look. Some have had questions, especially, I even had this question in the past about this particular guard pass. I used to always get caught in the triangle with that until I actually started training with Professor Marrera, and he showed me 2 things that really helped me with this particular guard pass. First thing he says I want you to do is I want you to get in the habit of guarding your elbow. There's several ways to guard your elbow. One is to put your elbow outside of the thumb. Second way is to put your elbow outside of the hip. A third way to guard your elbow is to put your elbow inside and between the legs. Then, as you start the process of uncrossing the ankles and passing underneath the leg, you don't have to worry so much about getting caught in the triangle because your elbow is in a good position. When your elbow is stuck outside here, it's in a bad position. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing, after you get your elbow into position, never ever put the bend of the knee on the top of your shoulder. Especially if you have someone that's bigger and stronger than you and can jerk your arm up. And so as you guard your elbow, you also guard your neck by putting your neck up next to their ankle. Same thing, please. Keep going. So when it comes to passing the guard underneath the leg, you want to get in the habit of number 1, tucking your elbow and guarding it. And number 2, you want to make sure and get your neck up and above the knee and closer to the ankle. You have a question?
Yes. I want you to show how to get real pressure on the heel hook.
On the heel hook?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You have a bad knee? Oh, okay. Come on in close and take a look down at this. I want you to see. For starters, when it comes to applying pressure to the heel, you get more pressure on the knee when the leg is bent than when the leg is straight. So I want you to get in the habit of make their leg do a little Z. And then my control is going to be my foot over. There's a bunch of different ways that I can do control, but the emphasis here is going to be on putting pressure on the knee right away. So after I've gotten my legs into position, the most important thing is I want to have the inside of my left thigh on the inside of his left knee. I don't want that knee, the inside of his knee to get free. Go ahead and spin out, please, twist. Very hard for him to get free. So that's going to be the first thing that's going to happen. It's going to give me control. It's going to give me time to put more pressure. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the back of my hand and hook the inside of the heel. Then I'm going to twist and put my thumb underneath the heel. Then I'm going to put my hands together, sometimes 4 fingers and thumb, sometimes without the thumb. It really doesn't matter. Next, I want to take the outside of the heel and I want to make it touch my chest. I'm partway through my mechanics. I still haven't gone farther, so don't tap yet. So I get my legs in the position, secure the inside of the knee. I hook the heel and then turn. Put my hands together in some configuration that feels natural. Then I'm going to try and make this touch my chest. I'll go part way. Next, I want to move my head and shoulders away from him. And then the very last thing that I do is I bridge and turn. So my legs go into position 1. This hand goes into position, second thing. Third thing is going to be to try and take the outside of the heel and touch my chest. Fourth thing is going to be to move my head and shoulders away and start to raise my hips up. And then the last thing I do is the twist. I see many people make the mistake of they're trying to twist right away and they don't have the heel hooked here. And then straighten your leg, please. And then the heel ends up slipping free again. Especially with somebody who's got sweaty feet. So that's why I come here. Go ahead and hook, please. Yes. So that is how you put a lot of pressure on the heel.